don't even know what to do anymore at this point. My parents started fighting last night, and now they're riding off into the sunrise this morning. I've been trying to get this whole housing situation situated, but my stepfather and my mother, because of their dysfunction, they're sabotaging my chances that I have to even get the housing that I need. Also, what's going on with the people that's doing my housing is they're basically gatekeeping and retaliating against me because I'm advocating for myself, and I started speaking up for myself because they weren't moving fast enough within the frameworks of the law, not for special treatment, not for someone to say, I'm going to treat her better, I'm going to give her more stuff. No, literally, I'm asking you, can you do your job, and can you press this button so that things can go by faster? That's all it is. And basically, because of that, they just, nothing is being done to help me. Like, everything is standing still. I've talked to people, I've asked people to help me. And then, always what happens when I follow up with these people, they go silent. They never reach out to me again. Things have to happen. Things have to fall apart. I have to fall apart in order for people to help me. And I'm dealing with retaliation, and that's all it is. I'm dealing with it from my family. I'm dealing with it from these people that are handling my case, the case managers, the people. It's so many people that I've talked to. It's so many people that know, like, I'm advocating not just for myself, but for other people. And because of that, like, I'm dealing with people slow walking my case. I mean, they started changing from doing outright things to actually doing things where it doesn't look like they're actually stalling me, but they're doing things like, oh, we're swamped, we're busy. So it doesn't look like they're violating policy. It just looks like, oh, we're busy. But here's the thing, like, I have VAWA protections, ADA protections. I asked for emergency housing voucher to get me through this. And because of that, there's certain things that the standard that should be held up where I'm not held to the same timelines. That's what it is. And because of this, like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, literally, I've worked so hard and I've put in all the applications and the information that all they have to do is press a button. But they don't want to do that because it's retaliation. It doesn't even make sense at this point. Like, I know there's so many people that deal with this on a systemic issue, but when it gets to the point where there's no other reason for them to be holding on to something, for them to be stretching out something, for them to be forgetting something, for them to call me and ask me, hey, do you have this paper? Why do you have 5 other people in your department that take care of this stuff and you're calling me because you don't know what I gave you, where it is? So it's just like, at this point, I don't even know what to do. Like, there's so many people I've called and they just ghost me. So many people that say all the right things and do all the right things. I can't trust anybody's word. I can't trust anybody's smile. I can't trust anybody's compliments. And I have no reason to, because every time I do, people just go away. They just fade away. Like, they stop responding to my emails. I'm not demanding anything. Literally, I'm not saying treat me better. I'm not saying, hey, can I butt in front of the line from somebody else? I'm not asking for that. I'm just saying, when you get to me, can you just do what you have to do? Like, the law says you have 7 days. The law says 10 days. The law says this. The law says that. Can you move within the law and treat me like a human being? And then so many people have said, oh, you're difficult. I'm difficult for asking about a question or a policy that is public knowledge, or it's not, because let's not talk about how things are not to um, made to access. So, you know, it's a lot of things that we as, like, voucher holders or just people who have certain protections or vulnerabilities within the law that we don't know about, right? And it's not made to be easily accessible, or if it is, it's very confusing. And they say, oh, each housing authority is different. So, and then there's HUD laws, and, they talk about that. Then the people come through and they get these fundings through these people, and they make it super hard for you because they're all connected. They're all made to protect themselves. And it's all a game of who's going to be standing, who's going to be able to put up with the most BS, who's going to be able to break down and build themselves back up and still be standing. And that's the person that will help, maybe, if we feel like it. But if they know too much, if they ask too many questions, if they make too much logical sense, and they're not, like, predatory, they're not dehumanizing other people, they're not leaving people to drown and then say it's your fault, or set people up to make mistakes and then be like, well, yeah, you made a mistake, so you're going to lose your voucher. And all this craziness, like, if they're not that type of person like them, they're not going to help you. And if they are, it just doesn't even matter. If they just don't want to help you, they just want to make it a living hell because you decided that, hey, I'm not going to put up with it. Be prepared to go through the worst crap of your life, you know? And I've been trying so hard to get through this. I've been trying and trying and trying, only because I want better. They don't care. When I tell you that it's so many humans in this world, considering who's a part of the presidency and all that stuff, people do not care. People are apathetic. People are predatory. People want power. People just want to see you squirm. People see something in you and they want to break that because they can. And I will never, ever, like, my trust in just humanity and these corporations and all this is broken. Like, and just to think that people been operating this way from just childhood, and it's like breathing to them. Just like how they can just look at somebody and just not even care if they live or die. I can't do that. But that's what's causing me to get this treatment, is because I want better for humanity's sake. People want better for their own power and their own comfortability. I've been uncomfortable. I wish that was all I was uncomfortable. But I've been severely traumatized to the point that, I just want to be left alone. I don't want to deal with this anymore. And I want to keep going. I want to keep living. I don't know why. Like, I've been through the worst shit in my life, but I just want to keep going. And I'm just trying to figure it out. I don't know what's next. I don't know what's out there. But it has to be something better, even marginally. And that's all I'm caring about, is what is better. How am I going to get through this? That's all it is. And it's just, I've asked for help. I've asked for people to support me. People don't want to do that because, people are weary of being scammed. And you got to look the part. You got to act the part. There's so many things that you have to do that's performative. When it's just like, bro, we all suffering. Like, it's just too much.